You ever start something, put your heart into it, and then life just says, nope? Well, that's exactly what happened to us. My girl and I, we had a whole art business during the pandemic. We hand-painted bears, we made some fluid art bears, custom character pairs, fluid art canvases, and you name it. And now it's just a stash of forgotten artwork sitting in our storage. Back when the world was on pause, we found a way to keep our creativity going. We started making these hand-painted bears. Some of them we did some fluid art pours over them, and some we hand-painted some character pairs like the ones that you would see trending. We even did fluid art canvases, just letting the colors flow. It was about creating something unique. And then the international shipping stopped because I was stuck in China, and that's where we had opened our shop. So when international shipping stopped, our shop stopped too. Here I want to show you what could have been. So first, before we get into some of these bears that were made, I'm going to show off some of the art that Suli made. We're going to start with the hand-painted before we go to the fluid art. Actually, no, we're going to do fluid art first. Most of the fluid art pieces that we had are gone already, but the last few fluid art pieces that we have still, let me show you what she did. I made a few too, but they're all sold. Like, you can actually take a look at some of the pieces that we had here in this cute little gallery. If you stick around to the end of the video, you'll see a gallery of all of the pieces that we've made. So I forget the name of these. I don't remember if this is Dragon Lake or whatever, but on our old channel, XTC Designs on YouTube, you can see some of the making of some of the art pieces. Anyway, this is one of the arts that she made. Here's the last fluid art piece that we have on the canvas. Now here's some of the hand-painted pieces that she made. I remember she saw this image somewhere when we were out in Shanghai, and she thought it was really cool, so she decided to try to remake it. If anybody knows who the artist is who makes this, let me know, because this is not like her original piece, it's a recreation. And yeah, she thought it was really cool, so she remade that. This one actually is a textured piece. So she used some sand. This is actually real sand here for the beach. And you can feel there's texture on this. It's really cool. This one, I love this one. This is her mountain lava. Actually, it's not lava, it's a waterfall, but it just has I don't need to explain it. You're watching it, you see it. I'm just here to kind of show off what she's done, right? This is another textured one. This has sandy texture here for the dirt on there. Really cute, right? Here's a pretty mountain piece that she's made. And here's another textured one. The mountain snow has that texture. It's really cute. I love showing off her work. She's a really great artist. I'm not an amazing artist, as you'll see with the difference in the hand-painted bears that we made. Another textured one. And lastly, she did this piece here, which it wasn't finished anyway. She was experimenting with different types of painting and art. So let's get into some of the fluid bears. Actually, I shouldn't show you my bears that I made because my bears are crap compared to Suli's. But I'm gonna show you some of the fluid art pieces that we still have, and then I'll show you my crappy pieces, and then I'll show you Suli's amazing pieces that we still have in store. So here is one of the fluid art styles. They were really popular. They were trending for a while. During the pandemic, they were trending, and then they just kind of fell off. Oh, and these were all like posable bears, right? So cuteness, right? During pandemic days. people were buying these like crazy. I don't think we have that many fluid bears left. Maybe just a couple of these. I think that's it for the fluid art bears. So let me show you some of the bears that I painted. Now, like I said, I'm not an amazing artist, so we're gonna go ahead and start with some of these. This was a love bear that I tried to make for Valentine's Day. It's cutish, right? But it's not super amazing. Definitely you can see like this isn't made by a great artist. I started making a Day of the Dead bear. We're not gonna keep bragging on my stuff because my bears are not amazing. Oh, this one I was kind of proud of. This is my Naruto bear because I enjoy Naruto. I wanted to make some other anime. So if somebody commissioned like, hey, my kid wants like Sally or Jack or whatever or Naruto, then we made these. So I like this, but like I said, a lot of things had to stop because of pandemic, so we couldn't keep shipping. These are Christmas bears that I made, complete with snowflakes and candy canes all over them. Yeah, here's another fluid art bear, another style. I think this one was one that I did. 4 of these I did, and then I think Silly did the rest. Here's another one I tried to do. Okay, so before I get into that, let me just double check, make sure there's no more that I did. One more that I did. Before I show you this girl, here's our last fluid art bear that's in there. I'm gonna put this little guy there. And then there was, I can't remember her name, but you know from Lilo and Stitch, the sequel, this kid, so. And then here's a Harley Quinn style that I tried to do. Bit of a fail, her face is not amazing. So let me show you now pieces that Sully made. So we went from Harley Quinn, so I'll show you this Joker. Like she started it and then I tried to do the eyes and I kind of messed up the eyes, but there's a Harley and Joker. We'll put Sully's on this side, okay? Sully did some amazing art pieces. This is a mummy that she did, a zombie bear that she made, complete with the Swarovski crystals on there. I'm gonna brag on Sully all the time because she's a really great artist. This is one of my favorites. She made me a Deadpool bear. I actually didn't have this for sale because this one's mine. She loves the Minions, so this was one that she made for herself. She made a couple of Van Gogh bears, right? So I'm sure you've seen like some similar to that. She did one with Starry Night. She did the wheat fields. She did another one with the lilacs. This was like a demonstration bear that she made. It's like half and half so that people can get an idea like when they wanted to buy like Van Gogh inspired bear. We're gonna get to the last couple of bears that we made. This was one we started when the lockdowns happened and then we just couldn't do anymore, but I'm sure you know who this is inspired by, Little Mermaid. This was hers, actually kind of ours, because I messed it up. Oh yeah! There's this cute little handprint bear that we made. I'm gonna put that on that side because that's one I did. Let me show you a couple of the most popular. I'm sure you can guess what this is. These are the pop star bears, Michael Jackson Thriller inspired. These were by her. Sully did this. I did the hair. She did all the painting. It was dope. But let me show you the one that we actually sold the most of was the Billie Jean inspired pop star bear. She did a dope job. So with this one of the special things with this, like in addition to the glitter that she put on here, the jewels on the side, these are Swarovski crystals. Part of the reason, of course, why we're not gonna just throw this one away. These are actual Swarovski crystals that she used for the accents on these bears. So any of the bears that had these crystals on it had Swarovski crystals because, you know, she was all about like, yeah, we're doing quality, not just making whatever. That was our deal. So as you can see, there's a whole set of bears that were just waiting for the moment, like this unpainted bear that's waiting for its moment. But yeah, I'm grateful that we got to do it because we had something cool going. And even though we had to put it on pause, I still love looking back and thinking about what we created. You know, there's no regrets. It's just a reminder that sometimes life switches up the plan, but creativity never stops. God gave us creativity and we used it during that time. So yeah, this isn't like a comeback story, at least not yet. It's just a piece of pandemic history sitting in storage. If you stuck around to the end, you're real for that. I appreciate you watching. Check out the gallery now of all of the other art pieces that we made. It's all part of our old shop's history. Thanks for watching. Be blessed and craft your path.